Hey guys, what up? Steph Koza here. With the Oscars just around the corner, I am trying so hard to cram as many Oscar movies into my life as possible. I have to watch them all. It's like my annual ritual. I just don't have a choice. So I'm trying to review as many of them as possible, but there are just so many of them and they all came out at the same time and it's just like crazy chaos right now. So I decided to just kind of pick and choose the ones that I really want to review because I just don't have time to review them all, unfortunately. So today I would really like to review Hidden Figures because when I saw it, I just thought it was one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life and I just need to tell you about it. But before I do that, since this movie is about programmers and computers and math stuff, spoiler, I'm not a programmer. But if you're a programmer or if you really want to be a programmer, I have a really cool thing to talk to you about. There's this website called Hacksaw Academy where you can take classes and tutorials on programming, and they are currently offering a free 14-day trial where you can access a ton of programming tutorials in a really cool interactive environment and just learn a lot of cool shit. Maybe you could even be the next programmer for NASA, I don't know. The platform is really dedicated to beginners and teaching people who have no knowledge of anything. They have over 10,000 registered students. Your first project is completely free, and if you really like it after the first 14-day trial, it's only $10 a month to continue the process, so I highly recommend checking them out. They're a really cool academy just trying to help people get into programming and being awesome. Because let's be honest, the world would not be what it is without programming. And this movie would not exist without programming. And I just need to talk about it right now because I'm so excited. Honestly, when I was done watching it, I was like, I need to just quit everything I'm doing. I need to go to NASA. I need to join NASA. I need to be an engineer or a programmer or something because clearly I'm not doing enough with my life to make the world a better place. But these motherfuckers, these ladies, these three awesome ladies just like completely changed the world. And I want to do that. Don't you want to do that? This movie just inspired me. So Hidden Figures is directed by Theodore Melfi. It stars three beautiful black ladies. Taraji P. Henson, might not be pronouncing that right, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Octavia Spencer, and the one, the only, Janelle Monáe. Be still my heart, I fucking love her. Side note, if you don't know Janelle Monáe, you should definitely check out her music because it is just amazing. Like, it's so good. And these three ladies are the main characters of the movie. They are three computers, which back in the day was not a little glowing box, it was a person. And they are working as computers for NASA. And this is happening right at the time that NASA has not quite gone into space yet, but they're trying really hard to send a man into outer space, and that's kind of the whole point of the movie and what these girls are trying to accomplish. And essentially they play a very, very vital role in the early stages of NASA. It's also just a very exciting time because it's the USA versus Russia, and they're just basically racing each other to try and get into space before the other one, and it's just really fun and really exciting to see how that was happening at that time. So we're following the story of these three girls, and they're all very important to the story. They all have very unique talents, and they're all so brilliant and so smart, but the one that the story mainly focuses on is Catherine. Catherine is so good at math that it is unbelievable. She's probably the smartest person in all of NASA ever, but unfortunately, because she is African American, nobody gives a shit. And that's pretty much the premise of this entire movie. There's this group of computers who are all African American and nobody takes them seriously because of that reason. All they want to do is race to the top, they want to jump in their ranks, they want to become awesome, important members of NASA. Mary Jackson, who's Janelle Monáe's character, really wants to be an engineer, and she's like, I'm a woman and I'm black. I'm pretty much fucked. And that's kind of how it goes for all of them, and it's really sad to see that happen and to know that that's a real thing in the world that happened and is unfortunately still happening. But the reason I love this movie so much is because their characters show that no matter what the world thinks of them, no matter how many people judge them and just put them into these stereotypes, that they just don't care and they fight for it. And the entire movie you watch how hard they fight for it, and it's so inspiring to watch them push and push and push, and the amount of drive that they have for the amount of times that they've just been smacked down, and they just push as hard as they can until they finally succeed. And I think that is so awesome. And the fact that this is a true story based on real women, these are real people in this story, and they did that. They looked at the world that was judging them and they said, fuck you, I'm gonna do this because I'm awesome. And they did, and that's awesome. This movie was just so good. Like the plot was so good, everything from beginning to end was so just riveting. Like I was so into it. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And it sounds really boring. It's like programmers at NASA trying to send a man into space, la-di-da-di-da. But it's so much more than that, and it's just amazing. I feel like this movie is so important while also just a really entertaining, really enjoyable, it's just so good. The characters are amazing, the writing is amazing, and you just can't help but feel for these women and feel for everyone in the movie. Just everyone is a human being that you care about, and it's so good. Gotta say that Hidden Figures is probably my second favorite movie of 2016. I know I already did my top 10 best movies of 2016, but I unfortunately did not see this one when I made that video, and I now want to put it at number 2 because it was just that good. Like, I left this movie feeling inspired, like so inspired. Like, I've never felt more inspired after leaving a movie, and I just felt like it was such an important story that needed to be told, and the fact that nobody really knows about these women, even though they had like the biggest role in sending a man to space. Like, they were so vital in this. And I guess that's why it's called Hidden Figures, because they were hidden and nobody knew. And I'm just so happy that this movie got made and that their story was told, and it's just so good. So yeah, please go see Hidden Figures if you did not already. If you did, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you can't tell, I'm gonna give this movie a 5 out of 5 because just damn. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my review. I am Steph Koza, and until next time, this is Rated N. Bye.